the truck, and we just picked up a new trailer. It's definitely not new, it's used, and we might even be selling the thing. That wasn't the plans until like 2 hours after I bought it. A friend of ours sent us a message and was like, hey, my buddy's selling a trailer. And I was like, I just bought one. So we might sell this one that we just bought, or buy that one, since it's like just a little bit nicer than this one. And as far as like the layout and stuff like that, a little bit, they're damn near the same trailer. They're literally within a year apart, the same manufacturer and everything like that. But there's a couple little features on this other trailer that it would be possibly beneficial to have over the We run Viking Performance shocks on the car. They have more than just shocks. They got Heim joints and stuff like that too. If you're looking for some like Heim joints and whatever. Who else? Hot Shot Secrets.
Stainless Works?
I mentioned them. Hot Shot Secrets. Oils, lubricants. We run all their oil or their fuel additives and stuff like that in the truck here. The diesel fuel doesn't have the lubrication properties that it used to have back in the day because of all this emissions crap. This truck doesn't have emissions, but for you know, the tree huggers and stuff like that, they took a lot of the lubrication properties out of the diesel. So we run the fuel additive in there from them, and we ran it in the bus as well. We run their oil in the race car, their racing oil. There's a lot of technology in it. A lot of oil, when you heat it up, the oil thins out. They have this technology that like the oil keeps its viscosity. So like if you put a 50 weight